Hello again, weapon wanting Windemirs. Welcome to another quick tips video. This video I want to talk about trying to find specific weapons and trying to know what weapons will drop on what mission. So if you're playing online, you'll notice that there is a weapon level limit, which means that's the highest weapon you can take into the mission. So say for example, I'm playing on normal here. Mission 35 has a weapon level limit of 10. So an easy way to know what weapons will drop on normal difficulty is, what you do is you just subtract 0 to 5 off of that, and that's what weapon will drop on that mission. So you can get all the way up to level 10 weapons on this mission, or down to level 5 on this mission. And that goes for all the missions, because as you'll see, the number goes up as you go higher. So mission 88 has a weapon level limit of 22. So just subtract 0 to 5 less than 22, and that's the weapons they'll drop on normal difficulty. So 22 all the way down to what, 17, right? Yeah, 17. So now what about hard difficulty? Well, if you're playing on hard difficulty, it changes a little bit. The spread is a little bit wider. This time it's a 10 level spread. So now once again you can take a mission like level 88, and then to find out what weapons drop on this, on hard, just subtract either 0 to 10 off of 42, and that's what's going to drop. So the highest level weapon they'll drop is 42. The lowest level weapon they'll drop is 32. Of course, these are estimates. Sometimes you may see like one higher or one lower, but for the most part, this is going to be pretty accurate for you to find out what mission. That goes, like I said, for any mission on hard. Just subtract 0 to 10 off of that. So this will drop level 11 all the way down to level 1 on this level 16. Alright, now let's talk about hardest. We switch to hardest now. Now hardest is a little bit different in that it's still a very tight spread, only 10 levels for the most part on most missions. But this time on hardest, if you're playing on hardest, you look at the weapon level limit, which is 55, and on hardest you want to subtract 5 levels off to 15 levels off from that weapon limit. So this will not drop level 55 weapon, but it will drop level 50 as the highest and the level 40 as the lowest. So a little bit different, but still pretty easy to figure out. You just calculate, 5 to 15 off of the number, so I can increase the mission. Same idea. Let's do an even number for my own sake here. So 70. This mission drops 70. So you just subtract 5 to 15 off of this, and that's your weapon limit. So it'll drop max level weapon is 65, and the lowest it'll drop is 55. So pretty nice, pretty easy to figure out so far. Now let's talk about Inferno. And the nice thing about hardest is, though, I will say this: if you can farm on hardest to get your specific weapon you're looking for, or upgrade your specific weapon, I would recommend doing hardest, because it has a very high level weapons that drop on hardest, and also a very tight spread, just 10 level difference that it drops. So, and you can get weapons all the way up to level 72 on hardest. So not too bad. So now let's talk about Inferno. Inferno is a little bit more difficult. It is a wider spread of weapons, but it's still not as bad as 4.1, because EDF 4.1, I remember farming and seeing weapons that would drop all the way down to level 0, all the way up to level 55. So a very wide spread of weapons. It's hard to pick out the weapon you're looking for, or search for that weapon you're looking for. This time around, Inferno's a little bit different. So let's talk about the top half of missions here first. So you'll notice that on Inferno, once you get to level 73, or mission 73, you'll see that the weapon limit is 99. So when you go 73 and all the way up to the end, it's still going to be the same thing. Weapon limit 99. So first of all, let's talk about any missions below level 73. So let's just pick any random mission here. So let's pick one with even number, just for my own math's sake, but it still works, it just makes it easier for me to do it. Okay, so mission 57. It has a weapon level limit of 90. So how you find out what weapons drop on Inferno is you take 10 less all the way down to 35 less. So there's a 25 weapon spread on Inferno, at least on the 73 mission or lower. So this mission will drop level 80 weapons all the way down to 35 less than 90, so that is 55, right? Yeah, 55. So 80 to 55 will be the weapon drops on this particular mission, and that goes for, you go lower or higher in anywhere between 0 and 73. You can do the same thing. Like this just says weapon level limit 62, so just take 10 off of that, or 35 off of that, and that's the weapon spread for Inferno. But what about when you get to level 73 and higher, where it says weapon limit 73, or 99, sorry. Well, for this, I broke it down into 10 mission ranges. So between 73 and 80, expect the same thing as previously. Just take about 10 to 35 less than what the weapon limit says. But if you go to the 80s, mission 80 to 90, then what you can expect on mission 80s all the way up to 90 is 10 levels less to 40 levels less than what it says. And then from missions 90 to 100, it will expect 5 levels less, all the way up to 35 levels less. And then last of all, from missions 100 to the end of the game, expect subtract 0 to 30 off of that number. So this, mission 100 can drop level 99 all the way down to 30 less. So that's just something a little bit helpful to help you find that specific weapon you're looking for. And like I said, once again, it's not as bad as the previous EDF games because, like I said, it's just a 30 to 35-ish weapon spread on Inferno. But for the most part, you're going to find relatively in the middle of that range. So I would say it's leans more towards like 25 to 30 a weapon spread on these Inferno missions. But still, that's a lot better, and it's easier to find specific weapons that you're looking for. I will write down these ranges in the comments below as well, and I will have, of course, I'm going to post these and edit them into the video itself so you can see them, on screen. But yeah, I just figured this would be helpful because I had few people ask me questions about what weapons drop on what missions, and I figured this would be helpful, and also something I'm going to be using here in the future as well, so to help find the weapons I'm missing. So yeah, that'll be all for this mission, or this video rather, sorry. So once again, thanks a lot for watching, and remember, EDF doesn't leave a man behind, ever. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, please consider liking the video or watching a few ads, as it does support financially, and it's very much appreciated. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you on the next one.